Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you miss any of my future videos. In front of us we have the Jensen MR-80. It's an AM FM portable radio that I bought for $13 from eBay. Here it is, Jensen AM FM pocket radio. Now when I got this in the mail, I was like, cool, it's a little guy. I couldn't tell from the picture, but this is a really small radio. I'll show that to you. AM FM receiver, earphone jack, built-in speaker, bell clip, built-in FM telescopic antenna. That's a good thing. MR-80. Okay, looks like they got a football field there in the background. Cool. Back of the package, we got warning, made in China, Spectra green. Let's see, battery operated, 2 AAA batteries. So we have some directions. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we can get. Alright, so there's the radio. Put that to the side. Let's see what else we got. I hadn't take these out yet. Okay, that's the blister pack. Throw that off to the side. Okay, so we have some directions. So much fun this can be. Lower this down. Okay, AM FM pocket radio. Picture of the radio. MR-80. I don't even know if these are available or not. I didn't see these in the stores. So this is kind of new to me, this radio. Didn't know it existed. I was just cruising around eBay one day and spotted it. What's it say in here? Compliance. Dear Jensen customer. Selecting fine audio equipment. Alright, wow. To establish safe level. We want you listening for a lifetime. Okay. So safety first. Don't jam the volume. Okay, pretty basic. They're just going over how to put batteries in, of course. Listening to the radio using headphones. Okay, care and maintenance. 90-day warranty. There you go. Valid in USA only. Over here we have a troubleshooting guide. Looks like some basic frequency information. There you go. You can pause and look at that. Yeah. Like you would. I think there might be a different language here. Yep. So we'll go ahead and just toss this aside and we'll see what the radio's about. Here it is. Look how little this dude is. I like the little radios. Just something about them. It's fun. Fun to collect them. I definitely like the little radio. Okay, so dimensions. 2 1/8 of an inch across. It's pretty small. A height of 3 3/4 of an inch. And a depth of 1 inch, including that bell clip. Size comparison. I have a little, I had this out earlier, my Sanjin DT210. And I consider this a smaller radio. It fits in the hand pretty small there. With the speaker. So there you go. Yeah, big difference. Let's see, we got Iron Man. Get my light down, there we go. He's the man with the iron hands. He's the man with the master plan. Or something like that. But yeah, it's actually smaller than a deck of cards. Look at that. That's cool. Alright, and then I think that's, oh my god, my pocket around here. Here we go, CC, whoop, upside down. Pocket! Look at this little dude, I love it. Anyway, 4:20 p.m. So you know what time it is when I get started with the band scan. Hopefully we can do something with this. Alrighty, so let's go talk about features of the Jensen MR-80. This little dude, left-hand side, we have a switch. And the switch is your band select switch. Doesn't say anything here, but on the back it does. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but I think it says FM and an AM. Put it in the FM position. For our, yeah, there we go, FM AM. Okay, here on the front we have a dial. You'll be using the log scale a lot because this is not a very accurate dial when you're tuning it. I think I was right around here and I was getting like 1300 and AM. So yeah, it's one of those things. But there's your scale, 530 to 1700 on AM and FM 88 to 108. We have the Jensen logo. We have a LED indicator indicating the radio is on, red, which is nice. This looks kind of cool. I almost thought these were like little buttons. There's just a design element to the radio. Was that open in there? Looks kind of cool. I didn't notice that before. It is. Looks like it's open. Nice. Here we got a speaker, which measures about 1.5 inches. Okay. The bottom's flat. It's a little tricky to stand up. So if you nudge it, it will fall over pretty easy, but you can stand it on its own, which is a key. Right hand side, we have a little tuning wheel. This is a DSP radio, you could probably guess. So it's pretty easy to tune, smooth. Like I said, it's just the dial isn't very accurate. Here we have the volume on-off wheel. The back of the radio, we have a belt clip that comes off. Yeah, let's take that off. Let's see if I can get that off on camera. Press. Here we go. On. So here we have a label underneath. MR-80 AM FM pocket radio. So it runs on 2 AAA batteries. I'm not sure the life of the batteries, but I'm going to estimate probably like 30, 35 hours, just a guess. I think this thing's probably power hungry. It had scratches on the radio when it was brand new in the blister pack, so quality control on this particular model isn't very good, that I noticed. Let's go ahead and show you the batteries. I got 2 lithiums in here to power this bad boy. Looks like the top battery, excuse me, is positive to the left, and the bottom battery positive to the right. Okay, so there's that. Let's talk about FM reception. This is the fun part. Oh yeah, I didn't do this. So, getting to the FM reception part, the antenna. Yeah, watch this. What? Yeah, it's 4.5 inches. Yeah, it's the weakest FM antenna I've seen. I don't know if I've had a smaller FM antenna on a radio. I know it's a small radio, but they probably could have put a 6 or 8 inch antenna. It would have made a huge difference in the FM reception report. But yeah, puny. FM sensitivity. I got about 15 stations. It puts it in the fair category. 1 star. Yes. I sat upstairs in my normal spot for doing my FM testing, and this little dude would not pick up anything. Plugged the headphones in, thinking that possibly the headphones would give me better reception, and they did not. And by the way, I didn't mention headphones. Headphone jack. I didn't mention the top of the radio. So there's your headphone jack right there. It's FM mono, both ears. Too much hiss. So like too much noise. So it's hard to listen to the stations. So don't even bother with the headphones. So there you go. But yeah, I hooked up headphones thinking it would help the FM. It didn't do anything for the FM. So it got fair. So out of those 15 stations, 5 were like clear, and the rest were kind of like iffy. You know, I had to keep moving around, barely could hear them, type of thing. So now comes FM selectivity. It was really hard to gauge because I was only able to get so many stations, like a dozen or so. So I'm going to rate it around okay to good. And the reason why I'm going to rate it in the middle there is because I hooked up a wire to this antenna, and then a lot of stations started coming in. So the selectivity was somewhat decent. So I'm gauging that selectivity based on hooking a wire up to this little antenna. Now this is a portable radio. People are not going to walk around with a 20-foot wire attached to their little pocket radio. So yeah, so the FM, not good. So don't buy this thing for FM, definitely. So what we'll do is an audio test here. Let's see if we can get Radio Todderbert on here. I haven't tried that yet. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, we'll go right to AM. Tune it down here. It's got to be somewhere around here. DSP, bunch of noise. Hold on 1 second. Okay. There we go. We'll run this for a little bit. A little closer. down. Okay, so that gives you an idea of the audio capability of this little tiny speaker, this little tiny radio. Doesn't sound half bad. It's just that there's not much volume to this thing. There's not much of an amplifying circuit. It's probably to protect that little plastic speaker, I'm guessing. So yeah, definitely a cheap radio. We'll go into that in final thoughts. But let's go see what the AM band does and see if it shines there. So let's go ahead and turn off some of my gear. Clicking things off. Yeah, cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and switch the band to AM. So it's up position on this little switch. MR-80, yeah, interesting little radio. I mean, I've had pretty decent luck with the Jensen radios. This one here is just, yeah, the FM being so weak with this little antenna. But when I hooked up that wire, it did make a huge difference. I was pretty surprised. So it does have capabilities. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the bottom of the band on AM. Now it is 4. See, I had the pocket out here. It's around 4:30, so we're right around near dusk right now because we did an hour change. So 4:30 Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. So we'll see what we can pick up. But this radio was okay in the evenings, but it doesn't really need an evening band scan. It actually did better during the day, so I'm trying to hit some day stations. So we're going to hopefully have a few stations to listen to. We'll turn this up. I got all my noise things off. Okay, so we're just going to kind of cruise up the dial to show you what it can do.
My journey started 9 years ago after applying to become an intern with the FCM Milwaukee. Through the program, I had the opportunity to learn skills that
This is 540, I believe.
Worked in events at the Thunder Trio, covering games in Miller Park, or helping execute the Wisconsin Sports Awards. The right opportunity is waiting for you. To get started, visit goodkarmabrand.com/career. Homer's told of the danger in Homer and Games.
So that's WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin.
51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee. Davis' third-generation family business has been doing Chicagoland roofs since 1953. Now, they think roof problems, so if your roof is needy, call Brownie. That's 630-595-8020.
Okay, this should be 560 WIND, Chicago, Illinois.
630-595-8020. They're online, of course, at myroofisneedy.com.
What if you could enjoy total peace
Okay,
of
that's
mind when it
560.
comes to home security?
Wow,
What if
the
best
Skyway sounds so much
technology
nicer.
came from a local company who puts the customer's needs first?
Yeah, I know.
Alarm detection
Shouldn't be
system
comparing
is
the two.
the right choice for an alarm system with complete control from your phone or tablet. Know when your children arrive home from school. View live streaming video.
To play with the volume a lot here. So I think that was 640 or 620. Definitely some noise. I don't remember. Didn't sound that great. I don't remember that noise before. This is 670 WSCR. A score, Chicago. You can see the dials, just not accurate.
There's like rewatchable scenes or great quotes or something that I'll pick up more on the rewatch when I'm kind of primed for the accent and the weird makeup.
It's got good sound for the AM. I mean, this is a, I've noticed a good pocket radio for local AM and somewhat semi-local. It's so tiny. Alright, let's move on.
Sure. Well, you said it was made in 15.
Okay, louder.
That's a lot of
Cool.
time. The amount of time has been expired since that thing is elapsed. You know, well, that means that board member, an apartment building owner, or how about a property manager? Like,
I think this is jump to 720
I got a
WGN.
deal for you. The best in Chicagoland. Better than deep dish pizza? It's the Cooperator Expo, Wednesday, November 7th, now at McCormick Place. What about it? It's where Chicago board members, property managers, and apartment building owners go for building service solutions. You know, managing their trek, they arrived in Mexico City and considered it a milestone in their journey.
The migrants are continuing to rise here in the Mexican capital.
Okay, this jumped to 780. I'm going to see if I can get 750.
Through the generosity
about Chicago?
City authorities expect the number to swell to about 5,000.
Yes, selectivity is not super great. I was able to get zoomer, but it took a little bit of work back and forth. But this is 780. Should be.
This is Adrian Barrett reporting.
A reminder, the only place to stream WBBM is on
Yep,
the
there you go. I heard him say it, WBBM.
Download it and listen wherever you go. WBBM News Time, 4:37. And the S&P 5 helping our community. Roosevelt University's Masters in Public Administration is designed to prepare professionals to become leaders in government, nonprofit, and healthcare settings. Courses are available online or on campus and come.
How did that happen? Why did it happen? There used to be a time that you
This is 820 WCPT, Willow Springs.
Now it's 4 months, and it was introduced in the House by Christian and introduced in the Senate by Daniel.
Okay, go slow and easy with that little tuning wheel. It's not hard to, it's just the selectivity isn't perfect.
Opening your mouth or opening your wallet.
Okay, it's jumped right to 890. Okay. Weird stuff. Just gonna move up the dial, show what's here. I think I'm gonna try to ID too much of it.
And it's Phil Jackson. We're open to the third, where we think you could have a good argument between.
This sounds like 1000 WMVP, Chicago, ESPN.
Are we forgetting somebody? 312-332-3776. But are you pissed today as a Blackhawks fan? Are you pissed? 86% of the people don't think this is going to go well. Are there a lot of Hawks fans who think that, look, it was time for a change? Want to take some calls. Also, our friend of the show, Brady Quinn, on a podcast today, Pick 6, telling everyone that he is not a believer in the Bears. He says, who do you feel like they've really beat? They beat a Seattle Seahawks team that had a how that you voted or not. That's a public record. So what's happening is that Democrats and Republicans get information from the elections departments and are able to find out you love for less.
We keep an eye on the cameras. They even keep an eye on the road.
Traffic on the 2s on KYW News Radio.
Cloudy sky and 59 degrees on the way down to 49.
Okay.
It's 5:39. In the closer than expected race for US
Very
Senate
interesting there,
New Jersey,
KYW.
top figures into
Did
the
not expect to get
Alabama
that.
dialogue between incumbent Democrat Bob Menendez
Very
and
cool.
Republican challenger Bob Hugin, and their ads
Let me just double check that with my pocket here.
KYWC politics a look.
On the campaign trail and during their one and only debate on NJT,
Have to verify.
Menendez was unfairly trying to paint him into Trump's corner.
So we're getting some nighttime stations. Good, because we're dust. KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles. Well, that's the first. I haven't gotten that far with this radio. Here we are. Cool. Nice.
But I also want to look at my totality. Any issues with machines, the whole thing. Alan, Hampton Township, welcome to KDK Radio. Hi, how are you today? I'm doing well, Alan. What's on your mind? No, first time caller, just got home. I did split my vote. And,
Okay, I'm trying to think of what he said there.
pretty much just Republican, but I did.
Let's see what the station is, because it's.
I like Tom Wolf. I like what he stands for, the Democrat, and want to go in and pretty much just share that with you guys.
Okay, I must have went backwards. So, 10 to 1. I thought I heard that right. So this is KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles. Okay, so it's a little evening DXer. Surprised. There's a 1060 probably again. Guess I went the wrong way with my.
Fill out a provisional ballot instead. An issue with the Board of Election software caused the confusion when voter registration was transferred to polling
This is 1100.
Workers have already fixed the issue in Charlotte and are now correcting the area in other cities. It's normal for people to feel stressed.
Okay, so we're getting nighttime. So this is WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles. Cool, and the sun is still up. It's just dusk right now. Nice. There's the dial. We're 1100 right now.
More than 50 Lowe's stores in the U.S. and Canada. You and I are being told right now it's election day. We're being told.
1120.
The president is
KMOX, St. Louis.
The president is making this up.
275 miles.
Away. They're not going to be a...
Well, I'm in it for the long haul. There are places where we're probably not going to know tonight.
Excuse
Georgia,
me.
that governor's race that everybody's been talking about.
See, this is Richmond.
It's quite possible that it heads into a runoff. There's also the jungle primary.
Sure is. WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
Chasing off right now. So,
Alright, we're getting respect for this little radio.
a couple of things that we'll still be wondering about by the time we go to
Christmas heartfelt devotion from Hope. Now, Michelle, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
I'm so glad to be with you, Mark.
Well, okay, so some people who may not be familiar with the Hallmark Channel's production of When Calls the Heart, that has a lot to do with your co-author.
1160. I believe this is local.
Yeah, my co-author
Chicago,
is
Illinois.
Brian Berg, who's the executive producer and co-creator.
I think they lower the power in the evening.
And if folks haven't watched that, they're missing out on a real treat.
there we go.
It's a wonderful show that you can sit down with your children, your grandchildren, and not have to worry about anything that they see. And that's
Hey, we know what that is. Okay, that is 1180 WSQR, The Squirrel, Sycamore, Illinois. It's a daytime station. Cool. 1180. Now this is just going all over the place now. I don't think this is 1210, but I'll check. Okay. I don't think I went backwards that time. It's 1160 again. I think it's the dial. It skips. I did go the right way. It just went backwards. This is WRTO, Chicago, Illinois. 1200 AM.
But don't go crazy if there's ever...
See, it's jumping back, even though I went the right way.
Overplaying their hands.
Just gonna cruise it up here now.
Pretty much, that's what we keep reading out from Hunted. Twitter, I almost never tweet though, and I turn off the notifications because I follow it for news purposes, and that's it. Or I'm on Twitter for Facebook because I had a bunch of people.
It's a little quieter on this, towards the top end here.
One another always yelling back and whether it is that reps and knowledgeable product experts. I can order online, on the phone, or at a branch the way I like it, my way. When it comes to
I remember right, I'm getting towards the top of the band, even though it says it's on 1400. I think it's like 16 right now, or close to it. Okay, yep, top of the band. Alrighty, cool. So we got through that. Pretty interesting on the AM band. I didn't expect to get those stations. Really cool. So let's go final thoughts on this MR-80, the Jensen. Little pocket dude. I'll be honest with you, $13 was too much money for it because the FM is just the pits. I feel like I didn't get my money's worth. But if you found this radio under $10, It may be worth picking up because if you live in an urban area, this little antenna is going to pick up everything you need. And then AM is really fantastic as far as local stations go, and you heard some long distance stations that are coming in clear. So it has the capability of picking up those stations, which I find great because these little DSP radios are plagued with problems on AM band, and at least this AM band is halfway decent. So this gets a recommended buy for me if it's under $10 and you want to listen to AM mainly. If you want to listen to FM and you're in a city or urban area, you're going to be fine. But if you're living out in the sticks and the boonies like me, you're going to have issues with FM unless you hook up a wire to it. It's just, you're not going to have fun with your FM unless you do that. So with that said, a good pocket radio to take to a sports game, to listen to AM radio all day long, as far as that goes, and under $10. Like I said, I got this for $13 on eBay. I got it because I'm a collector. You know me and my little radios. So that's the main reason why I bought it. But there you go. That's my thoughts on the MR-80. If you can find this one, pick it up for the AM only and don't spend a lot because there's a lot of radios in this price range. You got a lot less than like the Chimita for $7. You even got the little Chibos out there for under $10. I know it's bigger. Wow, that's a big size comparison there. But this is actually less money than this. This was like almost half the price. And it's like, that's so much better. But very interesting. But there you go. Okay. If you enjoyed the presentation of the Jensen MR-80 radio review, please give me a like. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. My subscribers are the best out there. You know it. You are. 2, if you like Jensen radios and you want to know more about them, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon if you're not already. Subscribe to the channel and get more information on these radios because I always look for these. I do like the product. I do think they make a decent radio. All the ones I've picked up have been halfway decent. That Spectra brand, it has been halfway decent for me. This one is probably the least out of them all so far, but still not bad. Just if you got it cheaper, I'd be happier, be smiling. A little bigger. But I'm pretty happy with that AM. Awesome. Definitely comment below what you think about the MR-80. Would you buy it for a little pocket radio? A little bell clip radio? Not bad. I mean, it's perfect size. I mean, it's so small. I love that. I just love that size thing. I just love that. That's me. 4, over here on Patreon, click that little button to have fun. Come on over. A lot of old-time radio shows for you guys to listen to. Kick back. Hang out after the show. Whatever. There's a reward tier there if you want to support me. That's awesome. You know, if you feel up to it, we'd love to see you there. And then 5, of course, visit my website, RadioWaves by Todderbert.com. Yep, same as my show. Go visit that site. And what I do is I have this like radio here, a picture of the radio. It's an Amazon link. And then below it's a little review icon. And if you like the review of the radio, and you just click the little icon and go to Amazon and buy the radio. And if you enjoy it and you don't return it and you keep it, I get a little commission back. So if you bought like a radio like this, I'd probably get like 30, 40 cents, something like that. Alrighty, guys. Well, I appreciate you watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.